Well, we have one more USAC Thunder event coming up, and that is a doubleheader at the Bull Ring in Las Vegas Motor Speedway. See it at 10:30 Eastern Time, Sunday, December the 8th, and that will do it as far as USAC racing is concerned on ESPN after a run that has really extended since 1979. So be with us for the final one at Las Vegas. All right, we are almost ready to go. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's 100 lapper. J.J. Yaley will be on the pole in 91 and Bobby East alongside in 19. Tony Stewart will start in third position, flanked by Michael Lewis. In the third row, it's Casey Kane and Dave Steele, the defending champion. The Carter brothers are in row number 4. Dane on the inside and Cole on the outside. Row number 5, Aaron Fike in car number 32 and Danny Eberts in the 44. Back of them, we have Leffler and Rodella, Rodriguez and Scott, Payton and Darlin, Wise and Beach, A.J. Fike and Ron Gregory. Then Tracy Hines starting way back in the 21st position with Tony Hunt. Mark DeBeaumont and James Chesson will start 23rd and 24th. And Tony Abe and Shane Hollingsworth. Bud Kading and Billy Weiss. Aaron Pierce and Mike Hess in the next to the last row. And in the last position, Tom Hessert in car number 5. Josh Wise will be carrying our onboard camera starting from 17th spot.
Yeah, Josh Wise, a very good young man, runs out here on the West Coast. He's been very tough out here all year long. And, you know, he, like all these young guys, they want to move up, and he's going to carry our camera and try to move up back there in that starting spot up to the front of this race.
All of these guys, of course, are very competitive on the racetrack, but they also do a lot for each other during the season.
Unbelievable. This is Aaron Fike we're taking a look at. He and his brother, A.J., along with their father, Don, decided at Joliet, Illinois, to let Dave Darlin use their third car that night. Well, he finished second in the race. He gained about 70 points. If it hadn't been for these guys loaning Dave Darlin that car, he would only have about a 10-point lead right now.
That is quite a story. The cars get into 4 abreast formation to salute the crowd and allow the crowd to salute them. You can see the stands almost full here as everybody is on his feet waving, and the drivers likewise salute the crowd. So we're just about ready to go racing now. And we see a couple of team cars driven by the Carter brothers that will be starting in the 4th row. Dane is on the inside in car number 77, and his brother Cole on the outside in car number 7.
Well, Dane is the older of the two brothers. He's been running the pavement a little bit longer. Cole, who's on the outside in the 7 cars, been running mostly dirt, but obviously he's taken the pavement very, very well. We said before one other time they didn't run a lot of pavement. He got a little mad at us, but believe me, they ran very well at Tucson too. They were running in the top 3 down there when they had that crash with Bobby East, and both of them got taken out, so they had to work all week long to get those cars just ready to run.
The defending champion of this race and the guy who won the Twin 25s at IRP earlier this year and a huge paycheck is Dave Steele. Never count him out of any race that he competes in. He'll be going from the 6th starting position. He was the fastest qualifier with a new track record tonight. Ray, who you picking?
Well, Bob, you just picked my pick. I'll take Dave Steele. I mean, my goodness, there have been 8 different winners in the last 8 racetracks we went to, but Steele's big win there at IRP is one you can't forget. He won here at Turkey Night last year. Dave Steele's the man. I think he'll beat those white number 9s.
Okay, well, we already heard from Amy E. She predicts that her brother Bobby is going to win this race from the 2nd starting position. One of the most traditional events in the history of all racing, with the history going back to 1934. The 2002 edition of the Turkey Night Grand Prix is underway at Irwindale Speedway in California. And look at the traffic through turns 1 and 2, and the front row staying right together all the way through the first 3/4 of the first lap.
Well, the first 4 rows all still running side by side like they're running a 100-mile-an-hour pace lap.
The first lap was led by Bobby East, but only by inches. Yaley second, then Stewart and Lewis, Kane and Steele. And everybody still running very close together on the racetrack. In fact, they're 3 abreast for second.
And you can see Tony Stewart clear on the bottom. Michael Lewis in that orange number 11 went around the top, and he's the guy that came out on top of those 3 cars. He's now in 2nd position.
That is Michael Lewis running right down at the bottom of the racetrack as he tries to chase down Bobby East. That's Tony Stewart. running back there in the 4th position. Now, these white cars are going to be very difficult to distinguish between. However, Tony Stewart is going to be easy because he has a yellow nose on the front end of his car. Meanwhile, it's still East, Lewis, Kane, and Stewart running in the top 4 spots.
That's J.J. Yaley running back there in 3rd position, trying to move up. He gets into the corner real good, but he doesn't get off the corner good enough to take that position away.
Josh Wise is running in 17th position. You can see the incredible amount of traffic that's up ahead of him. Teddy Beach is the car immediately ahead of him. He won the most recent Thunder we had at South Boston, Virginia. And just to the inside of him would be A.J. Fike.
Yeah, and he's also right in the middle of the rookie race, too. He and Ron Gregory, the 2 guys running very closely. Oh, look right there, Beach. Almost got him into Josh Wise.
Bob Stroud Memorial Award goes to the Rookie of the Year in this division. That will either be Beach or Gregory. As we watch Josh Wise now negotiate this 1/2 mile racetrack. That is still A.J. Fike right up ahead of him, or to the left of him, I should say. And there's the 38 car, the 36 car, Brian Scott, also battling with Josh Wise.
Yeah, Josh Wise, you can see he gets into the corner on the outside. He makes a lot of progress through the first half of the corner. Then coming off the corner, he pushes the front end real bad right there. You can see he had the wheels turn hard left and just could not make that pass because he got a front end push.
Josh Wise currently 6th in the Western Midget points. Meanwhile, we have a good battle for the 3rd position as Tony Stewart and Casey Kane are wheel to wheel. Up ahead of them, Michael Lewis running 2nd, and Bobby East continuing to lead this event with now 10 of the 100 laps completed. And is there a situation in which these drivers will be cautious and take that a little bit easy during the early part of the race?
Well, you would think they would. You heard Bobby East say you want to take care of his brakes and take care of his tires. The most important thing is to take care of your tires. You don't want to have to slide around out there and use your tires up early in this event.
Michael Lewis looked to the inside that time, but the 19 car driven by Bobby East, but continues to run in 2nd. And look behind Josh Wise. All kinds of traffic. That red number 22 is Gregory. That's 19th, 20th, and 21st. Also in the mix of that thing is Tracy Hines. There is Bud Kading in the yellow, bright yellow number 57 car. And that is Chesson down there to the right. Oh, look at Gregory come right up on Wise.
Well, Wise got on the brakes. That was the smoke you saw. He got on his brakes, and everybody almost...
Oh, he did again.
Yeah. Gets into the corner. He gets on the brakes real hard.
Meanwhile, we continue to have a good battle up front, as now Casey King goes to the high side of the racetrack. Doesn't make any progress there, however, but it's a good battle between him and the number 11 car. Look at this 3 wide as Tony Stewart is just watching from 4th position.
Yeah, Bobby East, your leader, was last year's Don Facile Rookie of the Year winner here at Turkey Night. He looks like he's a very quick learner. Went from Rookie of the Year to lead this baby for the first few laps.
But can you imagine all of this experience behind him? He's a youngster, but a lot of experience behind him. And now Casey Kane goes to the top side of the racetrack, and he and Lewis are now going to battle for the lead.
Yeah, Lewis went around 2. Casey Kane's got a very interesting line. He goes very high into the corner, kind of diamonds the corner, and still gets off very well. A lot of guys who are running up there on that top groove aren't getting off. Now that he moves down on the racetrack as Michael Lewis challenges for the lead.
Michael Lewis to the bottom of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Tony Abe, we might mention, has dropped out, and Lewis goes to the lead. Michael Lewis will lead lap number 18. So Michael Lewis, who has only 4 career USAC midget car victories and suffered a broken collarbone in a Silver Crown crash at Terre Haute in early June, has taken the lead, and a car has spun. That is Teddy Beach.
Well, that's not good news for him, because obviously in the middle of that Rookie of the Year race, he's going to fall way back because the yellow flag laps do count. So he'll be a lap down or 2.
So 19 of the 100 laps have been completed here at the Turkey Night Grand Prix. Michael Lewis, Casey Kane, Bobby East, Tony Stewart, and Dave Steele are the top 5. We'll take a break and be right back.